What's up, everybody? Super J is back at it again, bringing to you guys this time a Monday Night Raw review from October 9th, 2017. What more can you say? The Shield are back together officially. They kicked ass on Monday Night Raw. We're going to go ahead and run down exactly what happened with that. I don't have any notes in front of me because I wasn't really happy with some of the matches that I saw, in particular with Apollo Crews going on to fight the Drifter Elias once again on Raw. This time we got to sit through a terrible segment with Titus O'Neil playing a banjo. And obviously, guys, we don't want him to quit his day job because he was terrible on that banjo. But Elias ended up getting another victory over Apollo Crews. What more can you say? AC came up with a lot of hype down in NXT, and since on the main roster here, over a year and a half, he's basically done nothing except job to mostly everybody on the roster. But what more can you say? The Shield are back together. In the beginning of the show, they both cut a promo. After The Miz came out, he handed out some Mizzies awards, like the Slammies, but they're the Mizzies. He had a couple trophies. I was very happy with the segment. It was hilarious. Curtis Axel ended up getting the first Mizzy, and Curtis Axel came on with the suit to the, he was already in the ring, came up with the microphone. He then went ahead and thanked everybody for the Mizzy that he was awarded. Also, he said, "This one's for you, Bo." And I thought that was fucking hilarious. Excuse my language. It was pretty cool. I will have to agree with you guys. Golden State is the best team in the NBA. The Pistons, we will be back. Don't worry about it. Bad Boys Volume 3 coming soon to the D. But anyway, I'm Detroit homemade. And got a lot of friends here that are Pistons fans and sports fans. Detroit's a big city with sports fans and also wrestling fans. So, as you guys know, it was packed at Hell in a Cell. We'll talk about that a little bit more on the SmackDown Live review later tonight. But, yeah, we're going to talk about Enzo losing the Cruiserweight Championship at the end of the night. We thought Enzo Amore was going to go ahead and get pushed to the top of the mountaintop on Cruiserweight on 205 Live and the Cruiserweight division. We thought he was going to be up there a little bit longer as champion. And God willing, he got taken out by the, Latino superstar known as Kalisto, who went ahead and dedicated his victory to the late, great Eddie Guerrero. And they made it a cool lumberjack match. They had about 20 cruiserweights around the ring. They did some cool spots. Enzo Amore got superplexed off the top rope by Kalisto all the way out. Both the guys flew all the way out of the ring onto all the lumberjacks. So it was probably the coolest spot of the night. But Cruiserweight division, getting the main event, closing out the show here the last few weeks. What more can you say? But Enzo Amore, he's lost the title. I saw he did some interview where he wasn't happy with, he had to defend the title in a lumberjack match. I do expect Kalisto and Enzo to have another matchup at TLC, the pay-per-view for Raw here next Sunday. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully they'll have somewhat of a ladder match or something like that. We know Kalisto's done some pretty cool spots in the past in some ladder matches. And who wouldn't like to see Enzo Amore get his ass kicked some more? I mean, you guys know that I've been kicking Enzo's ass here in the Wrestle Cave for many, months now. And what's up, everybody, for just coming on the Wrestle Cave? It seems like I only have a few people on here today, which disappoints me. But I'm going to keep doing this review because that's what I do. I'm going to start doing these reviews. I know I, get in pain or I don't want to do them, but I've got to start doing it because I know you guys are out there enjoying the Wrestle Cave content, enjoying the cool matches, and also the cool videos that I do. And what more can I say? I did a couple good videos yesterday. I did Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fighting in a tag team match against The New Day in a crazy hardcore tag team match. It was a lot of fun. I also did AJ Styles versus Rusev. And, to let anybody know, it wasn't Rusev Day in the Wrestle Cave. And someday it will be. But Rusev! Crush! Rusev, one of my favorites there in the WWE, hopefully awaiting his return back to the top of the WWE, either as United States Champion or WWE Champion. But only a man can dream, as Jinder Mahal is stuck up top the mountaintop, and it doesn't look like WWE is going to take him off of it anytime soon. They've got that India thing going on, and what more can you say? Jinder Mahal, you guys know I hate him as champion. But let's go back to the Raw review here, because that's what we're doing. The Shield came back in the beginning of the night after The Miz handed out his Mizzies to Curtis Axel himself and then to Sheamus and Cesaro. They are the Bar. And they are an awesome tag team, along with The Miz and Curtis Axel. They were out there in the ring. Everybody was just having a good old time. And then Roman Reigns' music hit. Everybody in the arena went crazy in Indianapolis. And then out of nowhere, Dean Ambrose music hit. He came out. And then also Seth Rollins. The Miz was like, the Shield aren't getting back together, Roman. What are you talking about? You're just going to get your ass kicked by the Miz Taraj once again in the bar. But that did not happen. The Shield came out. They kicked everybody's ass, man. They ended up triple powerbombing the Miz. They had to chase him down outside the ring. And Dean Ambrose gave the Miz dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap right there in the middle of the Raw ring. And then Seth Rollins had to hit him with that running knee. And then Roman Reigns got a spear and then also a triple powerbomb on the Miz. It was mighty nice. Everybody was going crazy. I got text messages from my nephew. He went crazy. Kid Wrestling was like, oh my God, it's finally happened. The Shield are back together. WWE trying to do a lot and go forward instead of backwards as they have over the last few years. As you guys know, WWE's ratings have been low over the last year and continuing to drop. And WWE had to go to some drastic measures in the summer when they cut out the pyrotechnics display, the fireworks, and other stuff. And then they've really been concentrating on putting good shows on every week on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then also the pay-per-views have been fantastic. From Hell in a Cell matches to, crazy 2 out of 3 tag team matches, 2 out of 3 falls, and a whole lot of fun stuff. So Kevin Owens, they're finally pushing him on SmackDown Live the right way. Over on Raw, you've got several men up top on the mountain. Several injuries still. We got to see Braun Strowman later tonight end up fighting Matt Hardy one-on-one. And that was a cool match. I'm a big fan of both these guys. Matt Hardy, delete! And, of course, Braun Strowman, the Mountain of the Man, one of my favorites out there. He kicks some ass like no other. And he came out, beat the hell out of Matt Hardy, ended up getting the victory. Matt Hardy got him with a twist of fate that actually took the big man down on the ground. And then out of nowhere, Braun Strowman got back up, and he ended up choke slamming Matt Hardy twice right there in the middle of the ring, and you saw him bounce right off the mat. And we don't want Matt Hardy getting injured too. We got to at least have one of the Hardy Boys healthy here to end 2017. But Matt Hardy got his ass kicked. He got pinned after a running power slam by Braun Strowman. Braun put Matt Hardy on his shoulders, then carried him all the way up to the stage, and it looked like he was going to power slam Matt Hardy right through the entrance, like Braun Strowman did to Curtis Axel, or not Curtis Axel. What is his name? Kurt Hawkins, excuse me. Yeah, Kurt Hawkins. And Matt Hardy looked like he was about to take a bad fall for Braun Strowman. And then the Shield come out with these badass new T-shirts. I'm talking about they were all got the fists going on the T-shirts with all their logos right there on the wrists. I know me and my nephew are going to have to get a T-shirt and check it out. I mean, what more can you say? The Shield back together once again. It's been a few years since Seth Rollins turned on the boys and went on his own. And they're all good guys once again. And they're back together. WWE had announced there's going to be a 6-man TLC match up at TLC, and they ended up making it a 7-man TLC match, 3-on-4 handicap later in the evening, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Braun Strowman ended up getting his ass kicked by the Shield. I mean, Braun Strowman looked like he was about to take Roman Reigns and throw him right through the entrance, and then out of nowhere, Rollins and Ambrose start kicking his ass. All three of the Shield beat the hell out of him. Spear on the big man, Braun Strowman, from Roman Reigns. And then Roman Reigns was like, let's do it, guys. Triple powerbomb the big man. So they went ahead and got that commentator's table all ready to go right there by the stage on Raw. And they powerbombed Braun Strowman's big ass all the way through that commentator's table. It was a perfect 10 of a powerbomb. What more can I say? The Shield are back together. Give me that fist, everybody. Fist pump right there. Believe in it. Believe in the Shield. But what more can you say? That people went crazy. It was a great show just as seeing that. And as you know, they've been teasing us for months now, them all getting back together. And finally, they're doing it at TLC. It's going to be all 3 members of the Shield to go up against the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. Also, The Miz. And then also, The Miz was backstage after getting his ass kicked. And he was talking to Kurt Angle, and he's like, I'm not really feeling this TLC match at TLC. And then out of nowhere, Kurt Angle's like, you know what? You're going to have a partner. Miz is, bitching and complaining. He needs another partner. We need another partner to fight the Shield. They're just too good. And then out of nowhere, they've got the camera view on the door. Kurt Angle's like, you know what? You can have your partner. Who the hell is it? Who's going to partner with you? Who's going to team up with you? And then the Miz is like, well, this guy right here. And then they look to the door, and the big Braun Strowman kicks the damn door in, and just looks like the monster walking right to the door. And we've got a handicap match at TLC. It's going to be Braun Strowman, The Miz, and Sheamus and Cesaro against all three members of the Shield, Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose. It's going to be the match of the night, maybe the best match of the fall and summer here. It's going to be crazy. WWE SmackDown Live putting on the great show at pay-per-view in October with Hell in a Cell. I was there live. I wish I was going to be there live for TLC too, because that's going to be awesome. And there's going to be a lot of tables, chairs, and tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my, going on next Sunday at TLC. I'm going to do that match in here in the Wrestle Cave later in the week, so you guys can check it out, have some fun with it. But we had a few other things going on. We finally found out Asuka's opponent at TLC, and it's none other than Emma. Emma ended up winning a fatal five-way match. And Emma gets to fight the Empress of Japan and Asuka. And we know exactly what's going to happen here. Emma's going to come out looking as beautiful as ever. And then Asuka is going to come out, and she's going to look good too. And then she's just going to choke out Emma until Emma taps out, and that's going to be it. You know what I mean? We ended up having Mickie James come out, and Alexa Bliss ended up coming out as well. Those girls got into it for a little bit. I saw Alexa Bliss crying down on the outside of the ring, and they went to a commercial. That's all I really saw about that. But as you guys know, those two women are fighting for that Raw Women's belt at TLC as well. And what more can you say? Alexa Bliss, just a great heel champion in the women's division on Raw. She just seems like a total bitch. And, you know, she is what she is. She does a good job. And they're not going to take that belt off her anytime soon, probably until Asuka comes back. And after beating Emma, and then chokes out Alexa Bliss and wins that title here at some point. She's undefeated, so Asuka is going to stay undefeated on the main roster. They're not going to let her lose till WrestleMania or SummerSlam next year. But there's other stuff going on Monday Night Raw. There's not too many matches announced for TLC, just that TLC match, also the two women's matches, and that's really about it. You know, the Monday Night Raw, as you know, was 3 hours long yesterday, but most of the night was dedicated to the Shield and their reunion finally on Raw. And I'm sure it got a big spike in ratings. And I'm sure WWE is selling out those new Shield t-shirts, which just look so awesome. I'm going to have to pick up one of those. And, you know, I was always a Shield fan in the beginning. I've always been a fan of bad guys. So I've always been a fan of Ric Flair, Vader when I was younger, you know what I mean? All the heels. Shawn Michaels when he was a heel. I like the bad guys just as much as the good guys. So I was a fan of the Shield when they came back, when they debuted 5 years ago and were taking out Ryback and CM Punk and other guys like that. And the Shield made their name known, and then they branched off on their own and singles competitors, and they all won the WWE Championship. So bravo to them, all three of those guys. But as you know, Roman Reigns is the big guy. He's the big dog. But what more can you say? I enjoyed the Monday Night Raw yesterday. I think SmackDown Live is going to be fun tonight, and we'll see what happens there as well. But an eventful night on Monday Night Raw for sure. You had Kalisto beating Enzo Amore for that Cruiserweight Championship, giving it to Eddie Guerrero, giving him thanks, and saying this one's for you, Eddie, as Kalisto, a Latin wrestler, a luchador, so to speak, and was always a big fan of Eddie Guerrero, so it's pretty cool that he gets to go ahead and dedicate it to Eddie Guerrero. And I believe it was Eddie Guerrero's birthday, which is pretty cool. But, you know, what more can you say, guys? It's been a fun Monday Night Raw. Let me see what, trying to see if there was a couple pre-show matches taped and stuff like that. Ended up being a decent show. I had fun. Thought it was the best Monday Night Raw in a few weeks. So, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. These reviews are going to get better because I got to start taking notes during wrestling and figure out what the hell's going on so I can come back to you guys here and give you guys this, you know, these reviews and me not be all over the place. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and watch some damn matches on the channel, man. The Wrestle Cave bringing to you more awesome action figure fun. I did a match yesterday, The Shield versus Braun Strowman in a 3-on-1 handicap match. That blew the Wrestle Cave roof off. They also did AJ Styles versus Rusev, and I was trying for it to be Rusev Day, but you guys got to watch it to see what happens. And then also Kevin Owens and the newly, friended Sami Zayn. They tag teamed up for the first time in the Wrestle Cave to take on the New Day in a cool tag team match. I thought it was awesome. And I'm sorry if I couldn't give all you guys shout-outs for coming on the channel, but I thank you guys for watching. And, of course, right when I want to get off here, the video, I get more people watching. But you know what? I know it's midday, and, Wrestle Talk is back, guys. Late Night Wrestling Talk with Super J is back at night. It's back during the day. It's back whenever the hell I want to come on because I want to bring you guys more awesome videos. And I'm going to leave you guys with a cool tour of the WrestleCade. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. The coolest damn matches out there. The coolest stage with LED lights. You guys know this is where it's at. If you guys want to check out awesome, cool matches, check out the WrestleCade, your number one place for action figure fun. And also reviews of Raw SmackDowns, too. Now, I'm just giving you guys a little rundown of all the cool action figures by category. I've got the new Raw, old Raw, new SmackDown Live, old SmackDown Live, WCW, NWO, the old school WWE 1980s stuff, all that Attitude Era, the new generation when I was a kid. Even got a cool NXT shelf that has to get expanded. Check out for the cool NXT Battle Royal that's going to be coming either today or tomorrow. That's going to have some of the coolest NXT stars of all time, present and past. And as always, God bless the McMahons. They go ahead and do such awesome TV and entertainment for us. But come on, Vince, don't let Shane jump off the cell again. We don't want you to have to bury your baby boy after Shane McMahon kills himself doing some crazy stunt. And you guys don't try any of that stuff at home, man. You know what I mean? Just get your action figures and have fun like Super J does. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you guys later. Monday Night Raw review. Wrestling Talk Live, late night with Super J during the day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out this piece.